Good morning, guys. This is Trip Salon, and today I would like to answer an age-old question a lot of you guys have been asking: what bike should I buy? If you are asking this question, first of all, it should be which bike should I buy, and secondly, that's a potential candidate that looks like a EV. Yeah, that's an EV. But anyways, jokes apart, I see these bikes being tested every day on this route, riding to my office. If you are in the market looking for a bike, or asking the question which bike to buy, generally you would fall in one of two categories. First, you don't have any bike to ride, you don't have any other means of transportation, and you need one right now to commute to wherever you want to go, to your office, to your college, or wherever else. Second, you have a bike which you ride regularly, but now that you have gotten bored, you need to buy an upgrade, right? Okay, there's also a third category, but generally these are the people who are riding their cars or driving their cars, and they need to buy a bike for themselves. But the requirement for these guys are either very utilitarian or very niche, so I'm not going to refer to them. Okay, back to the first two categories. So if you are a person who's like to have a means of transportation, or if you are a person who would like to have an upgrade, you guys would need something what we call as the general purpose bikes, or the bikes which would be really perfect for a one bike garage. Okay, the other way to think of this as that no matter where you want to go to DMart or Dhanushkodi, you have a same bike. No matter what you want to do you want to carry a pillion or panniers, you want to do it on the same bike. These are the persons who generally need, hey, there's an accident, there's a bad accident. Okay, you need a general purpose bike, right? So how do you go ahead and choose a general purpose bike? Long story short, you go for any of the 350 to 400cc bikes and you are sorted. Do I say that these are the perfect starting bikes? No. Do I say that these bikes generally get you going and generally get all your needs covered? Yes. Right? On Indian roads, you don't need anything more than 40 bhp. And to commute and as a general purpose bikes, these bikes give you like the most out of your bikes. So here I would like to think of it as like the 80-20 rule. Like the 80% of your requirements would be fulfilled by like the 20% of the cost that you have think you would need. So the 80% of the capabilities, as we say, that you would like to commute or you would like to cruise, right? That's the majority of the things that you would like to do with your bike. And to do that thing, you don't need a 1000cc bike or a 600cc bike. Okay, you can do those things quite comfortably on a 200cc bike. Okay, and even then I go ahead and give you a headroom for your performance cravings to go to like the 350 or the 400cc bikes. Getting it? So that's the reason I say no matter what you do, most of your requirements will be fulfilled by 350 to 400. And this is not just what I think, this is exactly what the pundits of the biking world thinks. Shortly you would see Bajaj on your left hand side. That plant is making quite a few 400cc bikes and quite a few 200cc bikes. There is Pulsar 220, there is Dominar, there is KTM 390, there is the 400cc Triumphs. See, that's the Bajaj. That's the 400cc Triumph 440, 400T, and whatnot. So these guys have understood that at 100 kilometers per hour, like this is direct quote from Shumi by the way, at 100 kilometers per hour, you need 7 bhp more as a headroom for you to feel that the bike is unstressed, right? So that you can cruise at 100 kilometers per hour and feel that yes, there is some more performance left on the table. So if you want to overtake something, you can open the throttle and access that excess 7 bhp that is left on the table for your overtaking needs, right? And so if you say that hey, if 7 bhp is enough at 7 bhp headroom at 100 kilometers per hour is enough, then surely more than 7 bhp should be better. Like what if there is like 10, 20, 30, 40 bhp more at 100 kilometers per hour? Agreed. Anytime more power is better. Okay. That's regardless of whatever you are riding. You might be riding Rocket 3 and you would say ki, hey, a bit more power would not have hurt me a lot, right? But the things to consider over here is the addition of power comes by addition in capacity or addition in tuning. KTM 390 produces what, 40ish bhp of power, 37, 38 bhp of power. Okay, anything more would either require tuning the hell out of the 390 or going up to like a 600cc R6 versus 650, this RE650s or anything else, right? But what you tend to overlook is that these bikes require considerably more maintenance and considerably more fuel expenses. The running cost of these beasts are higher than anything 400cc. So let me put it this way. If you are somebody in their early 20s, late teens, you might have a girlfriend. I know, that mythical thing. But gifting her a 50,000 ka Versace ka purse is equivalent to a year's worth of service for your bikes, right? And that's for a 400cc bike. These things cost a bit more. So either you can go ahead, gift your girlfriend or better half a good Versace purse, or you can do a year's worth of maintenance. Okay, so that just shows that a 400, like capping at 400cc, those bikes are cost efficient and the unit cost per kilometer of maintenance. So consider this as like for every kilometer traveled, how much money do you have to spend on maintenance is lesser for a 400cc bike than a 600cc bike. Okay, that should be common knowledge, but even then I'm stating it here out and out. The other thing why I would say a 400cc bike would be beneficial is because currently the market is getting filled with 400cc's and you have plethora of choices to go through. Do you want a torquey engine? Go for the Harley 440 or the T400, Speed T400. Both are really torquey engines. Do you want a peaky power output? Go for the KTM 390, the undisputed boss of the 400cc's or the 390cc's, right? If you want a quite relaxed sightseeing or like a commuter-ish easygoing thing, go for a classic 350. So the choices are endless in that 350 to 400cc range, right? So you won't feel like, hey, I need this category of bikes and I don't have any options over here. You have the, and you can get a quite a good deals on like the used market. There are like bucket loads of 390s that are on the used market. There are even more Himalayas, the 411s on the used market. Or if you want to just not splurge a lot but still want 400cc performance, there's Pulsars at 400cc. What else do you need? You have freaking Pulsars. Like, I think for bang for the buck, Pulsars are unbeatable, are absolutely unbeatable. I might be riding a 390 now, but I had ridden a Pulsar 135, the youngest and the smallest Pulsar, for 7.5 years. And I'm telling you, though I felt that I am low on power, but whatever I asked of that bike did. Never have I ever felt that I'm asking way too much of the bike. Agreed that it required more than usual maintenance, and I have done some stupid shit on that bike and had to rebuild my engine twice. But the beauty of Pulsars is the cost of failure is not that high. You can go ahead and rebuild that Pulsar engine for as less as 12,000 bucks. And I'm telling you, as you climb higher in the capacity chart, as you go up to like 500cc, 600cc bikes, those mistakes are expensive. A burnt clutch can set you apart like 8,000 bucks. And for some that might be pocket change, but for you and I, we know that 8,000 bucks is not easy to come by, right? So yeah, you would actually have to cap your capacities at some point, at some place, and then build from there. Also, if it is your first bike, why are you planning on buying a new bike? Go ask your brother, ask your father for his like used bike, and do stupid shit on that. At worst, you're going to get like beaten up or like screamed at by your brother or your father, and that's it. Like, it's their bike, they're going to take care of their bike. You just have to beg for them ki like, bhaiya chabi de do, papa chabi de do, right? If you're upgrading from a lower capacity bike to a higher capacity bike, most often than not you are a working professional and you would have limited budget to do any sort of mods, any sort of customizations that you want to do. And customizations as well, it goes the same way. The higher your capacity, the costlier the parts. Okay, go try to find an cheap exhaust for a 210 or an R6, and you would be brought back to reality real fast. And then go ahead and try to find an exhaust for Interceptor 650 or GT 650, and you can see the stark difference in the pricing. Stark. You can like hey, this is like my year's worth of expenses, and you could go ahead and see the differences. Like, hey, I can starve myself for like the half of the month and I can buy an exhaust for my Interceptor, right? That's how big the difference is. So that being said, do you really need an upgrade? Most often than not, what we are looking for in an upgrade is a feeling of an upgrade, right? Like, have you, like, you would go do a Tamini ride and say कि यार मैं ना इस corner पे बहुत slow था, I think I need a upgraded bike so that I can do this corner at like good speed. But was it that the case? Does the do you really require that upgrade, or the issue lies between the handlebar and the seat? Is it a skill issue or is it a product issue? If it's a skill issue, good news, you can upgrade for free, because you can always upgrade your skills for free. The best way to upgrade your skills would be to go to a riding school, but that would cost you money. So if you want to upgrade it for free, go search for twist of the wrist on YouTube. You would find a very old square aspect ratio video from, I think, from 1998 or post that. I think it was 1998 if I'm not wrong. That gentleman on the video is the founder of California Superbike School. So if I were you, I would listen to the gentleman quite keenly and try to use whatever he has said in the video judiciously on the on like Indian roads. And once you have mastered the skills that he teaches you, then I would suggest going for an actual upgrade, because that is when you would be able to extract the fullest potential of the money that you have spent. And there's always a saying which says it is more fun to ride a slow bike fast than riding a fast bike slow. And it is so true. I cannot believe. I'm telling you, I had fun riding my Pulsar 135 on the highways, and now it becomes a boring task with my Interceptor. Why? Because this thing can do silly speed without even thinking. And in my Pulsar, to get to 110, you were like, hey, I'm completely tugged in, I have absolutely nothing left in my bike. And this thing can do 110 in like its 4th gear. I have 2 more gears left, and even in the 4th gear I have few more RPMs left. So the fun is gone. Now you are more scared of you not being able to stop in an emergency situation where some auntie just decides to jump the lanes and come into your lane at 40 kilometers per hour, and you are doing what, like 140, and now you have to stop before hitting the auntie. So yeah, I had great fun on my measly 135cc bike during my commutes. Okay, enough fetching for today, guys. I will go back to riding to my office. And if you have any questions, or do you have any views that you think adds to my points or contradicts to my points, do leave them in the comments. I have enough free time to go through all the comments that I have. Okay, that's all for this video, guys. Stay safe, ride safe. Until next time, bye bye.